put the place up.
What's up, guys? We're out here today, and we got a new Overcome on deck coming this Monday. This video should be up Saturday, and Monday at 7 p.m. the newest Overcome formula flavor dropping. We're excited to talk about it today. Reason being is because a lot of time and patience.
Oh yeah.
A lot of details put into this label, formula flavor, like I mentioned, and we wanted to break it down for y'all. So, a few differences between the old Overcome, which we have on deck here as well. Size.
Old fella.
Not only size, but formula. And reason being is there's a few different changes we wanted to sort of implement into this new Overcome, making it a different animal in its own aspect. So
it's been a long time coming because, you know, I remember when I first came on board around August, he was just kind of thinking about reformulating it, but just due to, you know, multiple hiccups that kind of came up with this product. So it's been a long time coming with figuring out exactly flavoring, ingredients, and exactly what direction you wanted to go with. So this was kind of kept in the dark for, I feel like, a lot of people with GYMFLO, and he hasn't really posted a ton about it, similar to like Iron Built Gem. It was kind of kept in the dark, but little sneak peeks here or there, and I really think it deserves some shine now that it's here because, you know, what we're about to dive into, just, you know, I really think it's going to be a hit.
So we're always trying to get better at GYMFLO. With that being said, we wanted to create a newer version, a new look, since Overcome, it was a great product, but at price point and confusion of the label, there was just so much going on in the old Overcome that a lot of consumers that were new to GYMFLO, that didn't really follow along from the get-go when we first created Overcome, didn't really understand it or how to use it or how to utilize it, even though it was such a loaded product.
Yeah, because the goal with this, you know, like I mentioned, you originally had a promo which kind of hit exactly what this was about, which was you had like 3 different products. You had like the creatine bottle, pump bottle, and then also like amino acids. And the whole goal of this was to have it all in one, because this thing packs the 5 grams of creatine, 8 grams citrulline malate, BCAAs, and even some focus ingredients. So it was supposed to be an all-encompassing product, and that's why it was more expensive, because it packs a lot more. However, like you mentioned, with confusion, with people not knowing what certain ingredients are, it just looks pricey. People are confused with what's included, what it's for, when to take it. And so with the new formula, there's a lot more direction, which we'll kind of break into. Let's go ahead now, I guess, with the label. So one thing that I'm excited about and glad that you know, we decided to do was the categorization basically of the label. That was, I think, a great idea that you had, because it really breaks down the main 3 components of this product, which are recovery, hydration, and electrolytes, and nutrient absorption. So I'll let you kind of touch on the ingredients.
So with recovery, we still wanted to stick with the branched chain amino acids, which are in both the old Overcome and new one. But with this, we were able to get certified vegan, fermented vegan branched chain amino acids, just meaning that we aren't, you know, getting from animal-like sources, whether that be, you know, whatever out there.
I don't know where they get it from. Probably chicken.
Yeah, sometimes it's chicken or duck, whatever they use over in, you know, weird countries.
But these are vegan.
Yes. Certified fermented vegan branched chain amino acids. So still covering that aspect of recovery, but we also wanted to add in the other 6 essential amino acids, and making a more complete formality of you know, protein synthesis. So your body has a better time absorbing these. You know, when you're taking, let's say for example, just branched chain amino acids on an empty stomach, or first thing in the morning during fasted cardio or something of that sort, your body does have a harder time just digesting branched chain amino acids by themselves. They need the other 6 essential amino acids to help complete that protein source, and your body sort of knows or sees that as some type of source of protein and starts the protein synthesis in your body. So having that added aspect is going to help not only the absorption, but just increase overall recovery as well. Moving on to hydration and electrolytes, we wanted to add in a few trace minerals: magnesium, calcium, potassium, and sodium, because we love some sea salt.
And a big one, and a big one is the coconut water extract. There's a full gram of that, and you know that hydration electrolytes is one thing that this product didn't have. And so I think, although this product is, you know, shifting into more of an all-day sipper, which was the goal with this, I think it really kind of completes the whole recovery aspect and performance aspect when it comes to the hydration electrolytes.
And like we talked earlier in another video, but that's besides the point. Like we talked about earlier though, this product isn't just for a bodybuilder or somebody just looking for over recovery or just in the gym. This is a product that you would take, you know, with you to work.
Sweating,
you know, you got a long day out in the sun, you're busting your balls.
Anything.
You know, helping replace those minerals and electrolytes throughout the day, keeping you recovered, keeping you moving forward. And moving on to the other aspect, which is nutrient absorption. One of the biggest parts or key players of this is estrogen. It's a patent and trademarked ingredient that we decided to add into this product and we're licensed with to use it. and that helps the absorption of amino acids, vitamins, trace minerals, creatine, and even CBD. Even though I don't use that, but if y'all are into it, if you're taking this around that time period of just eating foods or taking your creatine or any other supplements out there, it's going to help the absorption of those as well.
And 2 ingredients I'm excited about, and that I'm glad. I feel like I keep saying excited, but I'm
fired up.
But 2 ingredients that I think are important to have in here, especially when it comes to, and we'll touch on it a little bit, complementing a pre-workout, which is where I know we'll end up using this often with, is the citrulline and the beta-alanine. So there's 3 grams citrulline, L-citrulline in here, which is less than this, but that's because, once you combine this with an all or nothing, it comes to a nice hefty dose rather than making this a solely pump kind of product. So you get the 3 grams there, and then you also have 1750 milligrams of beta-alanine. So it's not enough that's going to make you, tweak out.
Yeah.
But if you stack this with something, it still won't make you kind of tweak out, which is good, because if this was fully loaded, obviously, then you
might
really be
itches.
itching. Might get the itches. But it's a nice touch. It also aids with, again, that's why it's on nutrient absorption. So good with blood flow, and that's a good product for, like you said, not just lifters, but anyone looking for good absorption and transportation of blood throughout their body.
Yep. And so this is a non-stimulant product, and I know he said tweaking, but that was just talking about the itching.
Yeah.
And so 0 stimulants, you could take this before you go to bed, right when you wake up, or you could stack it with practically any other product or brand out there. So this is the go-to.
So you can take this with a bang or an energy drink of any kind, ideally all or nothing, but any pre-workout at all. It's a great product to really take for, like you said, any circumstance and really any product. It's very stackable. And
the serving size is the same as the original. 2 scoops is 1 serving. There's 30 servings per canister. Even though the size looks different, it's still packed and fully loaded. Getting onto the flavor, though. The flavor is the best part about it.
Yeah, so the flavor, man, this was one thing that I was like so keen on, and I feel like I was most eager to help with this product because I felt like I really had a hand and not only kind of the formula and give you my opinion, but also the flavor. I feel like I got what I wanted.
Yeah.
Because I was pushing hard because Maddie and I had tried a pre-workout from another brand, and they had this lemonade flavor. And the product was okay. We barely honestly felt it, but the lemonade flavor was so damn good, the way it smelled, the way it tasted, that we almost like had to buy it again, just off the flavor. And I've rarely had that in a pre-workout because usually pre-workout flavors, they're kind of zippy, they're interesting, they're creative, and they're not something you're going to want to enjoy and sip. They're kind of just something you're chugging and getting through. I wanted, with the goal of this product, when I talked to Austin, he was like, I want it to be an all-day sipper, something you can enjoy, have throughout the day. And a sour flavor is not going to be that. We even talked about the Walk the Lime is so good. We're like, maybe we should do that. And I was telling him, I was like, not quite. It's a little bit too sour to really enjoy without getting sick of.
Yeah.
So the goal with this was push for that lemonade flavor. Let's give it a try. And we gave it 3 samples and almost quit on it.
Yeah.
But the 3rd sample was it. It was good. And the way this tastes is it's sweet, it's creamy, but it's not overly sweet. It doesn't really have too much sourness to it. So it's a really good, like, smooth taste on your tongue. There's barely any aftertaste at all. If anything, it's like a sweet, creamy aftertaste.
Yeah.
And one thing I told you this morning was I felt like, am I just getting kind of a little bit biased on it because it's a product I've had a hand in, and the first few times I try it, I'm all, giddy about it. But even this morning, taking it again, I was just like, it was like warm water, and I still loved it. Obviously, this is way better chilled and cold, but even then, I was like, just such a good flavor. And, comparing it to most BCA products, but, we're not going to diss any other brands, but even old GYMFLO, orange lemonade, it was good, but it was a little too sweet. It kind of left a little bit of an aftertaste. Part of that is the ingredients. Mm-hmm. Candy tart, some people like it really sweet. I wasn't a big fan of how sweet that was. But again, I think this is something I just will not get sick of. It doesn't leave a weird aftertaste. I think lemonade overall is a flavor that most people, as long as you don't hate lemonade, it's something you're not going to get sick of. Rather than like a blue raspberry, fruit punch, a green apple, you're just going to get sick of that. And
I sort of thought of it this way when you were talking about that. Like this morning, I walked in and I was like, man, I can't wait till I actually get my first scoop in and get that sip. Like it's so refreshing. It makes me want to drink more of it. It's one of those flavors.
Well, and lemonade overall, like separate the supplement from it. Lemonade is a refreshing thing. It's a hot summer day. You're either going to grab an ice cold water, maybe a Gatorade, or like lemonade. Lemonade is just one of those flavors that I was hoping it would get in earlier in the summer.
I know, but it should have, but things happen.
Manufacturer stuff. Yeah. But point is, it just it's just such a refreshing flavor, and so I was glad that we ended up pursuing lemonade, getting it done, and not quitting on it.
Oh yeah. So quick recap of the product: 30 servings, 2 scoops per serving, 0 stimulants, recovery, hydration, electrolytes, nutrient absorption, and stackable with practically any product or brand out there. It's the go-to all day, keeping you moving forward, overcoming everything.
Yeah, pretty straightforward.
That's it. If you have any questions about it, drop it down in the comments below. Let us know, and look forward to dropping it 9/7 at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yep.